Hello there, it's Simone. I'm so glad you are here with me today when I am filming, no, actually voicing over. I have filmed this in the beginning of October and I'm finally sitting down to voice over several videos. And this one is one where I just played and I enjoyed it immensely. So I had previously, several days before, um, just plop down some watercolor, and I just love using watercolor in on the Tomoya River paper. I know that the watercolor kind of has all of those things, or does things, behaves differently than on watercolor paper, but exactly the way it behaves on Tomoya River paper, I really love that. I love the way it pools. I love the way it dries. I love the edges, how the way it dries. Um, I love the way it mixes and runs into each other. I'm just in love with this. So, um, several days before, I actually started this on the right page here. I just plopped down some colored circles, blue and green, and then I found the sticker sheet that I have had in my stash for a long time. And I thought that would look so cool, like kind of like snow globes. Um, I was looking at the bubbles as snow globes, and I just added the little succulent greenhouses into those bubbles, and then added now, while I'm talking to you and you're looking at this, I added the white gel pen and then the black around because I just felt like it needed some dark spots. And wow, wow, did I like how that turned out. Super simple. Everyone can do this. And yeah, that was done. And then I decided to just add some decoration to the pages. So those are the things from my stash that I pulled to use up in October. And what I usually do is I sit down and plop down some watercolor, which usually takes a lot of time because it dries. It takes a lot of drying time. And then I look at all the things that I pulled out and I am adding them to those watercolor splotches. I use the watercolor kind of like a base layer to add clusters or single things, decoration, add up stuff. Um, yeah, very artistically formulated, but that's just what it is. I add stuff on top, and then I add more stuff and even more stuff. Um, so, yeah, I decided I was going to add this Raban flag that I think says good something. Um, and then I really like that. And I know that because this is a Sunday page, I will do my weekly review on that page. And then um, uh, it's early-ish in the morning on Saturday, and I am so obsessed with weekend goals at the moment. Um, well, I'm still obsessed, but in the past, last week and the week before, was that this one? I couldn't really think of anything that was pressing, like enjoyment wise. I have actually been really good at figuring out what I exactly like and what I need on the weekends to feel refreshed at the end and go into the new week like holy. That I like that. Yeah, just refreshed and new and with a lot of good attitude to tackle whatever comes my way. So that's has been really helpful, but it also means that now the weekend comes along and I'm like, uh, I can't really think of anything that um, I haven't done in a while. And so my weekend goals started looking very similar to each other, like journal, knit, watch YouTube, which is, it's okay. If that's exactly what I need to recover from kids that do distance learning, well, they don't learn, to be true. They just sit there. But that, let's just not talk about that. If that's all I need, then that's fine. But I really try to think of things that I might push away because it's easier to just sit in my chair and watch YouTube than maybe go outside for a walk, even though maybe the walk would be more beneficial for me. And I would actually enjoy the walk even more than YouTubing. You know, the things, all the things. And something else I really need to tell. So first things first. The first thing I would like you to do is try the weekend goals thing, and let me know if you did, how it made you feel. I really feel a great sense of accomplishment. I feel like I did what I really wanted to do, and that's just the best feeling ever. And another thing is I am absolutely in love with my fountain pens again. And I have been out of love with them for a while. Recap, I have been using fountain pens since elementary school because that's what we did and what I think children still do in Germany when they are in elementary school. They learn how to use fountain pens, and when I was still younger, we had to use a fountain pen. I don't think it's that strict anymore, which is okay. But now that I'm using them again, I can actually see why fountain pens are so amazing, because I can write a lot longer using a fountain pen than any other pen that I own, because the ink just flows out. The writing experience is so nice. It doesn't strain my hand, my wrist, my arm. I have really bad neck problems, and my arm doesn't go numb when I use a fountain pen. If I use another pen and I write as much, if I fill an A5 page, one of the Hobonichi pages with handwriting, if I use anything else but a fountain pen, my arm will start to go numb. Not with a fountain pen. Isn't that cool? I just enjoy it, and every fountain pen that I own at the moment works well, which is, it just makes me so happy. I haven't had I don't own tons, but I have multiples, and I ordered ink samples, and every fountain pen that I filled with one of the samples works really well. They're not too wet, they're not too dry. The nib is the perfect size. They flow nicely, they don't dry up. It just makes me so happy. Can't really tell you how much. Well, yeah, you can hear it. It's perfect. And this was one of those weeks where, or weekends, probably the first, where there wasn't really that much to do to make me happy, which is also cool, isn't it? To know that actually I'm quite happy as it is. That's a nice feeling too. So, I'm yes. This is where I see things and I think, oh, I really, when I'm doing my weekly reviews, I do four things. I talk about the things that I didn't do. I talk about the things that didn't go well. I talk about the things that went well. And I talk about the things that I want to focus on next week. And as you can see, there's 4 whole reinforcers right there. And I find these groups of 4, um, and I decided to cut them out and put them on a Sunday so that I can use them then. And I don't know if I filmed it, but for that particular Sunday, I didn't use those hole reinforcers. I found some of the rub-on flowers, no buttons, 4 to be precise, and use those. I love how those just make the page so much better. I'm totally fine with open spaces, but I'm also really craving or thinking about adding some stamping in the future. And also, I have so much, ephemera and things that I've received in Happy Mail, stuff that I cut out that I would like to dabble some more in. So, yeah, I'm really excited where this whole notebook is going. Well, actually, it's already going. Uh, I I can't believe it's October, and since this is a half year notebook, I've been in this for July, August, September, 3 months already. So it's like I'm already halfway through. That's just so weird. I am curious. How are you doing? Especially, how is your journaling going if you're journaling? And what are you creative journaling? Are you just writing into a notebook? And I'm using this just not as a, what is that? It's not a descriptor, not as judgmental. I'm meaning are you using pen and paper to journal? Are you using words to journal? Are you just, again, not judgmental? Are you just adding color stuff onto pages? And that is it. I would love to hear how things are going for you. Um, I'm right now I'm on the fence if I'm going to continue using the Hobonichi Cousin as a journal and a planner. It works great as a journal. It worked great as a planner for a while, but I feel at the moment that the journaling is taking over and kind of intimidating me to use it for planning purposes. And I don't want that to happen because I really um, don't want to stop planning, which means I really want to, if the Hobonichi Cousin isn't working as a planner anymore, I need to find a different way to plan. Wow. So yeah, let me know, how are things going? How is your journaling? How is your planning? I'm curious and I'm very chatty today, so I hope to see you soon. And I would love to read comments and reply. And I would love to see you soon. Bye.